everyone. So ever since we did our own gravel driveway, one of the jobs that we didn't do was patch up the tarmac right to the end after doing the path edgings. So that's what I'm going to try and do today. Are you going to be helping then, eh?
So not only did I want to sort out the path edging area, but the potholes beyond our property that technically belonged to the council, and it really needed a lot of tidying up. But what gave me the inspiration for this job was watching a really easy tutorial from the Ultimate Handyman, and I'll leave a link to that video below. And the tarmac bit was the only thing that was stressing me out about doing our path edgings, and as soon as I'd watched that video prior to doing it, it put me at ease. So I thought I'd start on the area that was furthest away from the house, and I had to make sure I removed any loose bits. So I used a flathead bolster that I had, and then using a dustpan and brush, swept any loose bits, and just repeated that until nothing was loose anymore. And then I worked on the corner where our path edging met the council's path edging, just next to the grass verge. That was rather messy. And you'll notice by doing that, I made holes worse than they actually were, and then swept any bits away. But because we're outside, I really didn't know when to stop getting rid of any of the loose bits because it's the ground. There's loads. So I brought a Hoover out. I don't know if this is actually necessary, but obviously be careful you don't clog it up, and it wasn't a wet day, I wasn't hoovering any water up. So then for the cold lay tarmac that I found, now the one that Ultimate Handyman used, I found £33 from what I remember on Amazon. I didn't want to pay that, and I found this 25kg Hanson bag from Selco for £7.96. And from what I believe, it does exactly the same thing. And you can drive on it instantly after laying it down, and it comes in a weatherproof bag as well. But I'll leave a link to this below if you want to go and check it out for yourself. And for this I actually used 1.5 bags. I did actually find one bag went a very long way. And thankfully it was quite a nice day for winter, because on the packet it says don't use below 5 degrees Celsius because it's very tough stuff. So I plonked chunks in the hole, making sure they were proud of it, and I just used my club hammer to compress it in. And once I'd compacted it, I'd just top it up with more and repeat that method. And at times it did feel quite cold that I had to use a bolster again just to break it up, but I know a lot of you commented on my Instagram to say that you used a blowtorch just so it was easier to work with, so you might want to give that a go as well. And then after filling in the corner, my fiance stepped in to compress with a Roughneck tamper we've got. So I'm now working on the last hole that we've got, and I found it easier just to bend the bag. And then here's me using the tamper straight away, and it just wasn't as effective as using a club hammer first. And then I stepped in with a tamper. So thanks so much for watching, and if you do anything differently, feel free to comment below. Let me know what you do, hopefully it will help other people out. But next week I won't be doing a build because it's so bad outside, it's so cold, I've been full of cold as well. I'd rather stay indoors and focus on doing some spring cleaning, like cleaning our carpets. And I've got a carpet cleaner to review because already in less than a year we've muckied them because we've had them installed too soon before we did the fencing and the driveway. So I've learned a few tips and tricks that hopefully might come in handy for anybody in the same boat next week. And I've got some upcoming dates, which is very different for me. So this Thursday I've been invited to the BBC Coventry and Warwickshire radio station at 12 o'clock. I'll be a panellist on there talking about some hot topics amongst 2 other people. I'm hoping they're going to be about money saving topics anyway. We'll see, they could be completely random. And then 22nd of March I'll be going to the home building and renovation show. I'm looking forward to that because I've got a lot of things to learn on how to do, because I've never shown you the full extent of this house, and we've got major things that we're saving up money just to go towards. And then on May the 5th and 6th, maybe just the 5th, I'll be going to Makers Central, and that's at the Birmingham NEC. Both of those shows are actually, and I'm looking forward to that because I'll get to meet some new makers that I've never met before. I do talk to a fair few online, and hopefully there'll be lots of tool demonstrations as well, and I'd like to pick up some new tricks. So if you want to get any of the tickets for those shows yourself, I'll leave the links below for those. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.